Hello. How you doing?
Hello, is this Dazzle?
Yeah, it's Dazzle.
Yes, how you doing? I want to know if I can book a reading or if you're available for a reading.
Yes, always. What's on your mind?
Okay, so I think my baby father's sleeping with the girl next door.
What?
And yes, because she always looking at me funny. She never really speak. But every time I'm with him, it's like she speak and be giggly, like doing this like a side eye thing. I think it's like a woman's intuition thing. He say I'm tripping, but I know I'm not. He don't do nothing for me, nothing for my kids. And the other day, I found like a Gucci receipt in his armrest, and just coincidentally, she had like some
Alright, we're
Gucci
gonna
shoes.
figure. All right. Hello, everybody. I am back. Hi, Dominique. I'm gonna drop the link again, okay? Cause yeah, I just wanted to make sure I had like a little clean little live because I do plan on going back and cutting this live and creating videos from the lives that I did previously and the lives that I'm doing now. So it can be individual videos, right? That I can push out so I'll keep having content. So hello again. It's your girl Dazzle, and I'm back for another tarot reading and conversation. So please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you would like to book a private reading, all you have to do is just go into the description box, okay? So we're back at it again, and I just already talked about the Sinners movie, but because I re-uploaded my live and I redid my live, I'm going to talk about the Sinners movie again after I talk about everything else, okay? So we have Dominique backstage again, and she's going to come on, and I'm going to see if she comes on. And again, I can't see her, but I can hear her probably.
Hey.
So I'm just going to chop it up to YouTube at this point. I can hear you, girl.
Yes, YouTube.
YouTube and StreamYard won't let me be great, girl.
They hating.
They big hating. They big mad. Okay, they don't want me to be great. But please like this video. Like this video. Like this video.
I have a
So,
question.
yeah.
Have you did a reading on Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez that I didn't see or something? Cause I need to go back and watch it.
Recently,
No, like when it first started when he.
girl, okay, so I did this one when it first ever happened. Let me go deep down in my archives, girl. Deep down south where the hustlers be banging, girl. Let me go deep down south. I remember I did a video on Megan Thee Stallion a long time ago, the day that it happened, and I said he shot her.
Okay. Cause
Let me go to
I
my
need everybody that don't got a degree. I need them to stop chiming in. Like go to school. If y'all want to be a lawyer so bad, go to school.
Okay, the problem is, here's the problem. Okay, so his actual defense team, because I guess they want a new approach, because he just got stabbed 14 times. They're trying to get him out of it. So they're trying to get a new approach on things, right?
I
So
find it
what they're
funny that I'm sorry for cutting you off.
yeah, go ahead,
But I
baby.
find it funny that this happened, but the next day they come out with this.
But it's a game plan. So what I feel like is that it's a game plan, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to get you out. So now I gotta come at it another way, right?
Yeah.
So you remember when it first all happened, right?
Yeah.
So he cleared Kelsey, and Megan cleared Kelsey of
Yep.
shooting
He
Megan.
sure did.
But the problem is, him and his defense team didn't take up for nothing. I mean, at the end of the day, he didn't even take up for himself, right? They're
Right.
like, somebody shot her. It just wasn't him. That's what they gave. And then he was online, trying to go with the narrative that she stepped on glass because she said it, because she was trying to protect him. Right? So,
Yeah.
really, at this point, we do know the original testimony of Kelsey. And the original testimony of Kelsey is, yes, he shot her, he shot Meg, and also she fought him to prevent him from harming Megan Thee Stallion. So we're
Right.
not gonna act like. And the biggest problem of it all is that they keep calling her a liar because she lied about having sex with Tori.
What I don't get is
That's
why is
all.
it why I don't get why is people business who she having sex with.
And then the travesty of it all is that they trying to say she a bad friend and she had sex with her friend's man, but in reality, he was neither one of those girls' man. And then in the reality, Kelsey was talking to 3 other people. One is her actual husband now, and another one was someone in jail.
Mm-mm.
So at this point, I mean, it's just all internet fodder, and it's all them manipulating things to make it seem like it's something different than what it is. The truth of the matter is, he shot that girl. He shot at that girl. That's what that is. They didn't fight over no damn gun.
What I don't like is Chris Brown. He got daughters, and he going down this hill of free Tory. I hope his daughter never find a man like him.
Two abusers, girl, two abusers.
I hope his daughter never find a man like him.
I mean, well, she will, because we usually date our fathers. She will. She will come across. And why not?
It,
If he
yes,
is good as everybody says he is, what's the problem? Right? Wink,
yeah,
wink, wink, wink. Let her. Let her find a man that's just like her daddy. Why not?
it is girls that's like I don't see how girls taking up for like him, Tory,
Because they
BGG.
are emotionally interrupted females.
I'll be in the comments be like they never gonna pick you. So why you going the bat for them? They never gonna pick you.
You heard what Tokyo Vanity said. Chris Brown, like everything of the white persuasion. I
Yeah,
mean, white women, coke, cigarettes.
abominable food.
Yeah, so it ain't no point. I mean, what more do y'all want? And then y'all have Fabio Foreign sitting there trying to going back for him, but whole time now moving forward, he actually been in jail since January because he had pulled out a gun on a female.
Abusers love abusers. They stick up. They
So
support each other.
I mean, at this point, and since we're talking about abusers, it's day 3 of P Diddy's trial.
Yeah.
Okay, so look, I have a particular thought. What is your thought based on everything you've heard from day 1, day 2, and day 3, based on the information that's been getting put out?
Put him under the jail. He need to be under the jail. Cause Cassie talking about she was like giving so much like fellatio that her she had something
She had
and the
herpes. Just go
yeah
ahead.
like
Like, she ain't say it. Sores in your mouth, girl. You got herpes, girl.
yeah like no like sir like you did too much. He deserved to be in
Basically,
prison.
you know what I actually got from all that? And
What you got?
it's a reason because, okay, hear me out. So
Okay.
remember when they said they don't want to disclose her sexual health?
Yeah.
The reason why, now that I'm thinking about it, and she's talking about it, she's talking about she had sores in her mouth. That's because she had oral herpes.
Yep.
I mean, we just gonna put two and two together. That makes sense, right? You don't want to talk about your sexual history, everything else we can talk about, but you don't want to talk about what you end up getting. But then you turn around and say you got sores in your mouth. That sounds like oral
Right.
herpes. Because herpes don't go outside your mouth; it can go inside your mouth too.
I know.
Mm-hmm. So thinking of that, then we also have to think that she didn't get bacterial vaginosis a couple of times if she's having sex unprotected.
Yep.
I'm thinking about the regular run of the mill STDs. I'm thinking about trichomoniasis. I'm thinking about chlamydia, and I'm thinking about gonorrhea.
Damn it.
Yeast infections, off pH balances, and bacterial vaginosis. Mostly bacterial vaginosis.
I'll be so embarrassed.
But now here's the other tea, though. Now here's how I kind of feel. Okay, I feel like this. Was she abused? Of course, absolutely, she was. But if you cut the onion back, if you pour the layers out, we gotta figure out why the hell she wanted to do that in the first place. And I understand it's that's a rich nigga. You know, if a rich nigga wants you.
Yeah.
But however, there's some things there's some real things that you would not do.
Yeah, that's
Sometimes I don't think, matter of fact, what I'm saying is Cassie didn't actually establish boundaries in her younger years.
yeah.
Or maybe her parents never taught her boundaries.
You're right.
Because if you're doing things and you don't want to do them, but you're only doing it for a man, that's a red flag, right?
Yep.
To an extent that you're doing all these freak offs and you really don't want to do them, but you're doing it. Even to the extent that I seen somewhere that she had breast implants, and as soon as she got them, Diddy said he ain't like them. So as soon as she got them, she went back underneath the knife to take them out.
Oh,
That's what
hell
I heard
no.
somebody was talking about. But then in the case, she was talking about she got piercings and she took them out or something like that and put them back in or whatever. Like, to that extreme, that's a little bit more than Diddy. And I'm not blaming her for everything. That's not what I'm doing. But I
I
kind of feel
know.
like that's a little bit more than Diddy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's a lot to do with her personality and her traumas, right? And
Yeah.
but I don't believe that she just, was just doing stuff for him. I think that she was doing after a while. I'm not gonna lie to you. She said 10 years, 10 years of doing stuff. You participated willingly in some of this stuff.
Yeah, he would have to just fuck me up every day. Cause I'm not doing that.
And then the other part is that I don't believe, even though I believe the beatings was bad, I believe, I watched what love got to do with it, when
Yeah.
I was younger every day. Me and my favorite cousin, we the same age. She been on my channel before.
I know who you talking about.
Yeah. Me and her growing up, it was a couple of movies we used to watch every day. It was The Color Purple, Five Heartbeats, The Temptations, and what's love got to do with it? And Lady and the Tramp. So my whole thing is, on what's love got to do with it? Yeah, Ike was beating the shit out of anime.
Yep.
But there were times that he wasn't.
Wish you was fucking him up.
No, or he wasn't. Because there was times, I mean, come on now, he wasn't beating your ass when you got pregnant. When
Yep.
y'all was fucking, he wasn't beating on you. He was beating them cheeks. And then she also admits that after the fact, when she got with her dude that she's with now, She admitted after the fact that she went back. Well, one time he raped her, and then
He
afterwards
did
she
it,
came
Nick.
back. She
He
came
did it.
back, huh?
He did it, raped her.
What happened was she ended up messing with her trainer. Her
Right.
trainer is the person that she ended up being with, her person
Yeah.
that she has
I heard that she left
children with.
him for the trainer.
And so Diddy felt like, since you was fucking my girl, or you was messing with my girl behind my back, you need to pay me, right?
That's a
So
little crazy.
he decided to pop up at her house, because he would pop up at her house for real, right? He wanted to be a funky rash. I had an ex-boyfriend who wanted to be a funky rash. So I can actually understand what Cassie was going through on a lot of levels of some shit, right? Because I've been through some toxic shit.
Right.
So he wanted to be a funky rash. You know those funky rashes that you put the cortisone on and it don't go away,
Yeah, and it don't. Yep.
like athlete's foot or something. Like it want to stay around.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's what he wanted to do. So he popped up at her house. She must have let him in. She didn't call the police. She didn't do none of that. She let him in, and he accosted her as far as sexually. Had sex with her and came in her and left. And she cried. And then later, that's assault. But then later, she went willingly to go chill with him and have sex with him at another date later on down the line.
That's crazy. If he just did that, why would you want to go? I
Why
don't
would you
know.
want to go back, right? You know why you
Right.
want to go back? Because both parties got in their head what their description of love is, right? So at the time, what I think that was going on is that they were so used to the toxicity that was their love language. So she was getting beat and she was high on her mind. And then he was also high. And they were doing shit like that. And it became their
To
love
each other.
language.
Yeah, to each other.
Yeah. Like, out of anything, I wouldn't be surprised if they had a past life with each other. You know what I'm saying? I think they had a past life.
Yeah, but why did he want her to do all that? Like, mm-mm.
I mean, well, he did tell her what he was into. To his credit, even though that's some sick shit, he did tell her what he was into. And she played into it too.
Okay, so she went alone because he got money, basically.
No, she said the reason why she did it because she said she didn't want another female to do it. She ain't want nobody else to do it. So that means that you really wanted this man. You know what he into. You're not really experienced in that, but you'd be damned if another bitch gonna fuck your dude. That's how she felt.
I don't want that type of love. I hope they love in the family.
You said, I hope that type of love never finds you, girl. Girl, I hope I am sitting here secured, locked in the vault when that type of love run around, girl. Don't touch me, Cupid. That's that retarded Cupid. That's flowing that type of love. You know how Cupid be aiming his arrow and shit. Whole time
Yeah.
that no. That's the dark side of Cupid that's running around with that.
I'm about to tell my business on her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I got friends, right? And I tell them, I be like, so I was born HIV positive. I got it from
Mm-hmm.
my mama. I
Mhm.
tell them all the time, don't let these boys f you without a condom. Like, if they just take it in one ear and out the other. Like, why do y'all? I'm telling y'all this because I'm experiencing this.
Mhm.
Like, I ain't do it on my own, but I got it from my mama during childbirth,
Mhm.
actually. So, like, I tell them all the time, like, don't let nobody play with your health. If they just be freely open their legs up to people, no.
But I think a lot of it is people. Honestly speaking, a lot of people don't love themselves, right? They don't love themselves the way they think they do. So they would do certain stuff, and to be honest, it's very easy to get a condom. So the fact that you wouldn't, or the fact that you would allow somebody to tell you to not have one on, that means that you care more about the person outside of you, as in Diddy, and care about what he wants than care about your own body. That means you
Right.
don't love yourself.
I tell them all the time, but like, you don't know what a person got.
And then not only that, think about the spiritual ramifications. You know, you lay down. When you lay down with somebody, you lay down with everybody they lay down with. How many ghosts was in Cassie's vagina?
A lot.
Do you know?
And it was men and women.
Do you know that's probably why she was deep in drug use, and I think she was. And you know what's crazy? And I'm saying
What?
crazy,
What
but
is?
I get the hint that Cassie was going through drug-induced psychosis sometimes too, because she got on drugs bad. So
Oh,
I kind of feel like when I'm hearing all this, I kind of feel like she was going through drug induced psychosis sometimes, because you got the drugs and you got the spirit and the energy of everybody that you done laid down with still in you. You probably ain't do no cleanse for it. Then you're taking drugs. I mean, it's a lot.
yeah.
It's a lot. And Diddy is not innocent, but I'm not going to lie. You know, this case is not about domestic violence. This case is really about RICO, sex trafficking, this, that, and the third. But to the prosecutor's point, Cassie's testimony could be considered as trafficking. Yes, it really can.
Could somebody lock up Boosie while we at it?
I mean, we could, but
I need
then
him. I need him to go to jail for get his the prostitute the F his son. I need him to be under jail because he had something to say about Cassie testimony too.
what he say, girl? Let me go and look it up. Let me see something. What he say?
It sound like what you call it, a DV charge. It don't sound like no
So
sex.
he said it sounded like DV, right? He said it sounded like
Yeah,
DV.
it don't sound like a sex trafficking charge.
I mean, well, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, if you listen to the first day of her testimony, it does. But then as you listen to it as a whole, it's kind of sort of like, well, I know exactly what this is. It is DV, but then it teeters on sex trafficking. So if somebody's listening to one part and not, I mean, I don't know, like maybe he didn't see everything, or maybe he just stuck on the fact that it sounded like domestic violence.
He always on the wrong side of the wrong side of history.
I mean, but then again, though, and to his point, though, I ain't even gonna lie. What is the wrong side of history? Because, history is written by the victors, and they say what they want.
He's a male what you call it, misogynist person.
Misogynistic.
Yeah, he take male sides, and like he don't even know like what's going on.
So you think that he speak before he know the information?
Yes, all the time.
So he just basing it on how he feel.
Yes,
Well, I ain't gonna lie to you though. I'm not gonna lie to you. When you listen to Cassie stuff before you get whatever, you still like think to yourself, how the fuck did it get that far? Like, okay, well,
yeah. Like
you
how
ain't
you
never
let it get
want to
that
say
far?
no. Like, you ain't never want to say no.
Right.
And even if he is a powerful man, somebody's beating on you like that. To be honest with you, like I don't know why people believe this, but not everybody in the judicial system is corrupt. At any given time, Cassie could have ended this shit,
Right.
but she didn't. So that says something about her self esteem, and it says something about it says a lot about him, but then it says something about her. And I think that the last time when he raped her, and then he came at her, I think he was trying to ruin her relationship with that trainer because I think he was going to try to get her
Try to get her
pregnant.
pregnant.
Like, I think that he was trying to get her pregnant to ruin her relationship with the trainer and let her know that you ain't never going to leave. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that
Yeah.
type of stuff. I think that's what that was. And honestly, to be honest, I'm not gonna keep being around and somebody kicking me all up in my back, all types of crazy shit. I'm not gonna be around for all that type of abuse. I can't do it.
I won't be around when people start giving me STDs. Oh fuck that. No nigga, you gotta go. You end up
That too.
you mess with my um what
My
you call it?
sexual health,
Yeah, my sexual health, and you fucking up my what you call it? My pH balance. No.
pH
Yeah,
balance off, mental balance
you
off,
yeah,
spiritual balance
you
off.
gotta
You been
go.
trying to fuck me up. That's what it sounds like. You trying to kill me from the inside out, spiritually and physically.
Right.
But you know, men are trying to do that to people though. They will. Certain men
Yeah,
will try it.
I know. You on TikTok?
No, I don't
Oh
be on
my
TikTok. I need to be on TikTok, girl.
oh my god. New Orleans, the Bounce community.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
The
know if
brown.
you heard I don't know if you heard this song. Um, Michael, Give Me
Mm-hmm.
Hell, Michael. It's a bounce song.
Mm-hmm.
He giving people HIV.
Knowingly,
Vonnie the bounce singer came out and said that he gave her HIV.
knowingly doing it too.
Yeah, Norley. He been sick to 2022.
I mean, well, look at NBA YoungBoy. He done told everybody he had herpes, and he's still fucking these bitches.
Yeah, and my nephew, my poor nephew, he's
Oh, she dropped down, but yeah. So with Cassie day 3, I can see what's going on with that, and it sounds like it went from domestic violence to straight up sex trafficking. That's how I kind of feel about that. And yeah, I don't know where she at, y'all. I've been 30 minutes. Okay, so should I come back and talk about DDG since she came down? Yeah. So here's what I'll do then. I'm gonna cut this up, and this is gonna be my take. Oh, she's back. So I'm not gonna be able to. Okay, that's cool. Girl, you back?
yeah. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
you back. You back. You back. Okay, so yeah, what was you talking about? You was talking about your nephew, and then you dropped.
My nephew, he's a Pisces or whatever,
Uh-huh.
and I'm a Virgo.
Mm-hmm. But you was talking about something about your nephew, but it's a shame though because who's on here? You on here too?
Listen up.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so let me remove this one. Okay, so yeah,
So
hello.
I'm a Virgo. He's a Pisces,
Uh
and
huh.
we go at it like NBA young boy. That's a lie. He already came out and said it was a lie that he got herpes. Nigga, no, he didn't.
Okay, so he said it was a lie after the fact.
Yes, he talking about there was a lie. He already came out and said that he don't. The industry know he don't. That's why he keep on having babies.
But to be truthful, that lie, if it's a lie, it already been around. But to be truthful, just because you have herpes, that don't mean that you can't get it together and have sex with people and have kids.
Thank you, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I said thank you because he it's like he don't understand. Like I'm just talking out of the crack of my butt.
Because with herpes, you can actually take the medicine for herpes that they give you, and you go without an outbreak. Because that's when you actually are contagious. When you have an outbreak, you can sit there, go without an outbreak forever in life, and still have sex, and the other person never gets herpes, and y'all can have kids and everything else.
I tell him that all the time. I'm like, I say, you know, like me. And he be like, yeah. I said, like, I can still have kids and stuff. They don't mean nothing. I can still like do the regular stuff like everybody else, except I gotta be cautious with mine.
Hmm. And not only that, you can still have children,
I tell him that all the time, but like, I can still have
and they
children.
can
You
be
know that,
HIV negative. That's
right?
the whole thing about it.
He just a hard headed. He think he know it all.
Mm-mm. Well, he'll find out though.
Sure will.
And they got that nasty. Oh God, they got that disease. Okay, so people think it's new, but it's not new. So when I was in nursing school, because I was in school to be a nurse, all the way up to my clinicals, I was almost done. I was actually almost done, right?
Yeah.
So I remember, I don't know if it was biology or whatever, but I remember looking at an STD, right? And it's an
Yeah.
STD that that with men causes an ulcer that wraps around their dick and their dick falls off,
Oh Lord.
right? And
Yeah.
I remember looking at the STD, I mean looking at what I was looking at, and I said, Grandma was right because she used to tell my brother and my cousins that you gonna mess around and your dick gonna fall off.
And my mom used to tell my nephews them and my brothers it all the time.
But the whole time she was telling the truth because it's literally an STD out here that makes you have an ulcer that wraps around your penis and they can fall off.
Okay, you hear about the new STD?
But that's what they're talking about. It's not new. It's already been out.
No, I'm talking about the STD where you get where like if it's transmitted, it gets on your skin. Your skin start peeling away.
Wow, girl. That's why I'm happy that I'm married and my husband don't want to cheat on me and I don't want to cheat on him.
Right? Cause I tell my friends that all the time, but like, y'all need to get a husband for
You
real.
get one man and y'all share each other's fluids and everything else like that. And it's just y'all two. So you know what he got, you know what you got, and then whole time when y'all like synced in, y'all check on each other. You know how when you get in the shower with your significant other, like after a while we check on each other. He check on my boobs. to see if it's like any type of knots or anything. You know what I'm saying? Like for breast cancer.
I understand that, but I never had a boo that I live with.
Mm-hmm.
I never lived with a man.
Well, this is my first time living with a man, and this is so happened to be my husband. I mean, this is my first time living alone with a man, you know. But when I was living with my folks, I mean, I learned how to do it on my own, but you know,
Yeah, I hope I find that love one day.
but you will, girl. Go ahead, girl. Just make yourself open to it.
I'm open, but first I need to get back walking. Before
You
I think about all
vibrate
that.
on a certain frequency, you know. You put your pheromones on a certain frequency because you know a lot of men they don't notice, but they're attracted to pheromones. So when you vibrate on a certain frequency, and the pheromones is giving what you need to give. Don't be too whatever, but be a little open, but don't be too whatever. Somebody right is gonna pull in, but
I
it's
know.
when you ready.
I did a lot of men like they don't care about my studies. They be like, okay, so okay, okay, you told me. Thank you for telling me, but so. And I told my mom one day, I was like, why they okay? Like, why they okay with it like that? And
But you gotta be okay with it. You know
she
why?
like, yo, why?
Because at the end of the day, first of all, it's not like you were out here doing shit. You were born with something.
Like,
And the medicine out here today makes sure you don't transmit it to someone else, and can also make sure that you have a healthy life, and also make sure that you have healthy children that don't have that. So
right.
you know that.
Yeah, I know
So
that.
that shouldn't stop you as long as you honest with your significant other, and your significant other understand what the playing field is, and y'all are doing what y'all supposed to do. I don't see nothing wrong.
Yeah, I used to, my mama, well, she my auntie, but she raised me. She used to drink after me, and I'd be like, why are you drinking after me? She'd be like,
I mean,
girl, I'm not finna get nothing from you.
yeah,
Like,
because that's not how you transmit that. So since we here, I'm gonna ask you this.
okay.
So based on what you're telling me,
Hmm.
you felt ashamed.
I used to, but now I scream it to the top of my lungs and don't care about people knowing. Like when I was in high school,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I was ashamed of it.
But then I ask you this: how can you be ashamed of something that you was born with?
It took my auntie to explain to me like that for me to understand. Like I didn't do this by myself. Like ain't like I went out and did it to myself.
Yeah, because you was born with a mission, and at this point in life, I would think that that's a testimony. That's for one. For two, at some point, somebody up there felt like you can take it.
Yeah,
So they gave you this role, and you took this role because you can take it.
yeah. My friends ask me all the time. They be like, "Hi, why you be so happy? Like if this happened to me, I'd be so sad." I be like, "Why be sad? Like I know the it was the cards I was dealt with, and I'm dealing with them.
Well, I'm gonna tell you
I'm
this
playing the
though.
cards."
Well, I'll tell you this. Now, this is crazy, and I'm going to sound elitist or some crazy shit. I don't know, but the problem is people act like people ain't been born crack babies, dipper babies, e-pill babies, liquor babies. They act like they never been born like that. But
Right.
the reason why they act like that is because they parents didn't give them the proper help. Because guess what? If you were pregnant, guess if you're pregnant by a man, let's be real. A lot of shit is in the semen, right? So
Right.
you mess with a dude who like to take ecstasy frequently. Some of that
Yep.
shit gonna go in your child, and you never know how it's gonna fuck up his DNA.
Yep. Like that rapper off Love and Hip Hop,
Mm-hmm.
Gunplay.
Yes. Yes. Most of these motherfuckers, and I had to realize this, and my friend told me this. I remember I was going to Brown Junior High in DC, and they used to have the third floor, and the third floor was for those who had, mental problems. They were out of control. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, mental behavior problems.
the bad kids was on the third floor, and we used to call them third floor honeys. And my friend ended up messing with a guy and got pregnant and had a baby by a guy, and he turned into a monster. And she realized something. She was like, you know what the problem is? What people don't realize? When we talked about the third floor honeys, we forget that they grew up and now they're walking around the streets like they're regular people. So they're walking around in these streets like they regular, and they're gonna look at you and what you got going on and judge you.
Right.
So I wouldn't worry about that bullshit. Fuck them motherfuckers. Fuck all that shit. Based on that, girl. Just based on that. Based on that, the motherfucker who's probably telling you about you is probably an undercover crack baby.
No, it ain't like they giving me bad. Like they saying nothing negative. They be like, I just don't see how you deal with it. Like
I mean, well,
you the
shit.
strongest friend I know.
Shit. How do they deal with it? How do they deal
Like
with their shit?
they be like, you don't complain nothing. What is it to complain about? I'm living. I got
Yeah,
breath in my body.
you just had a medical diagnosis from birth. That's all that was. But for them, they probably going through some shit and that you would never go through.
Right.
So that's how I kind of feel. I'm like, most of the motherfuckers I got problems with, I believe they're crack babies. I really do believe they're crack babies, they're dipper babies, they're drug babies. There's something going on up there because it's not clicking right.
You know, it took me a long time to tell my friends. Like we've been like one of my friends. We've been friends since the fifth grade, and I
Mm-hmm.
told her when I was like 25. I told her about my status.
Mm-hmm.
And I told my other friend we was friends since
Keep
ninth
talking.
grade.
I'm gonna go on mute. I'm listening.
We've been friends since ninth grade, and I told her when I was 25 too. I told them both at the same time, and they was like, oh, you better be glad you across the bridge, cause we'd come over there and fuck with you and get tested like for the same thing. Each time you went to the doctor, we could have went with you. I was ashamed to take my medicine, so that's why I got sick and couldn't walk again. And they was like we should beat your ass. Do you know how many people walking around in Louisville with this shit and they don't want to tell nobody, but you telling people. I was like, yeah, I was ashamed, and they were like, embarrassed for what? It ain't like you did it on your own. I was like, okay. I was like, okay. I was embarrassed about it. They like, when we see you, we gonna fuck you up because you could have told us, and we could have been right there with you at the doctor's office with you.
Yeah, it's nothing to be embarrassed about. And truly, you were born with HIV. Okay,
Yeah.
that's something you couldn't help. It's not like you was going out like Cassie or something. No, you were not. So there is no thing to be embarrassed about.
I understand now. Cause they be like, they be telling me all the time. They be like, don't start this, embarrassing stuff. Cause you not, it's not nothing for you to be embarrassed about.
No, it's not. And if somebody got a problem with that, I mean, shit. Fuck them. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. Fuck them motherfuckers. Fuck them.
Yeah, they was like, we wouldn't. Why would you think we would judge you? Out of all people, we your best friends. Why do you think we would judge you?
Because you probably felt judged before.
One of my best friends knew because my nephew told her.
And that was not his place.
I know my mama checked it, and she told him like, well, like, won't you tell your mama business? Why are you telling her business? It's not their place to tell her business.
That's some. I don't think you should be worried about that. You are very strong in
I
that
know.
sense. And if you listen to me, I'm gonna tell you for real, you attract your tribe, right?
Hmm.
So if you're gonna listen to someone like me, if you really knew my real story, you'd be like, yeah, I understand why I like being on your channel or talking to you. You know, I'm down to earth. I've been through some shit. I seen some shit. That's why I don't even look at, even when they come to Cassie and Diddy, I don't even look at it the way everybody else do.
I felt your energy. I'm an energy person, and I feel it over the. I like we not close by each other, like in the same room or nothing. But I can feel when you're a good soul.
Mm-hmm. That's because you're a good soul. But yeah, girl, we gotta talk about this DDG and Haley Bailey stuff.
I can't wait because I want to go in on his mammy. God forgive me for calling her that. I'm so sorry for calling her that, for disrespecting her.
No,
But
but see, I can say this though. I can't say it's all her fault. And I can't say it's all his fault. I think it's both of them. I
you
think it's
talking about
both.
Haley and you talking about Haley and DGG?
Mm-hmm. I
You
think
talking
it's
about
both
Haley?
of them.
Yeah, she put that police report. She said we was fighting.
Yeah, because
She
at
didn't
one
put
point they did fight.
she didn't put that on just her. I mean just him. She said we was fighting. We was tussling.
I think it's both of them. Okay. Do I
Yeah.
think that that fight happened recently? No.
It
Okay.
happened in March.
It happened in March, but there's no limit on when you can file a police report.
I think what broke the camera's back was over the weekend. Him sending his fans over to harass her. I think that's what broke the camera's back.
Probably was. And the way I see it, I'm like this. I think it's both of them, but I'm going to do a reading, right? And that's going to be my reading for the night because I don't know everything, but I want to know something. Hey. So let me see something.
Hey,
So I'm going to be using the Afro Goddess Tarot deck, girl, because it's new. Or should I do Oracle? I like Oracle. I'm going to do one of these Oracle decks.
yeah, do Oracle.
Okay, let's do Love Oracle. Let's see. I'm pulling this down. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do love and money. New Oracle deck alert. Got it from Amazon.
I have a question.
Yes.
And in the court document, she said, financial abuse. What did that mean? Cause he got his own money.
Let's straight up ask this. Halle Bailey said that DDG financially, it was some type of financial abuse. We want to put an energy on it. What is she talking about? What's their financial abuse in any type of way? You know what? I think it relates back to her son. I feel
Okay.
like the first thing that came up to my mind while I was shuffling is the exploitation of her son. But that actually benefits her too. That benefits both of them. If you want to be honest. Because he goes viral all the time. Halo goes viral, doesn't he?
Yeah, but his fans talk about that baby like a dog. And he just let
Financial
it, I
abuse.
don't understand. He just let the baby sit on live and they talk about that baby.
Even energies on financial abuse when it comes to heavy belly and DDG. What is she talking about? 1, 2, 3 on this. 3. Okay, so this is my first time using this deck, right?
Okay.
It came up in the reverse, but the thing with this deck is that it has a meaning upright and a meaning in the reverse. But I wanted to see the actual picture. This person is actually dealing with a troublesome car. Okay, you see her? She trying to
Yes,
fix.
yeah.
Yeah, obviously she don't know how to fix a car. You see her looking at the manual. The car is up in smoke. Like what's
Yeah.
up? Right. So she don't know what she doing. Right. She's not equipped and she doesn't have the knowledge to fix the fucking car. So to move forward, right? So she's inexperienced in something. So our relationship, much like a machine, has developed cracks that need attention. Ignoring these issues won't make them disappear. Instead, it pushes us further apart. We've been stuck in a cycle of avoidance, resisting the necessary changes. So what it sounds like to me is that when it comes to financial abuse, what's really going on, they can't actually move forward with co-parenting because they're not addressing issues. Okay.
Okay.
And there might be minor issues. We're talking about a car, right? Your check
Yeah.
engine light can be on because you need an oil change, right? It don't have to be anything major. It can be an oil change. And if you don't change the oil on your car, then things will happen, right?
Right.
So maybe there's a perspective that needs to change. Maybe there's a thing where both parties needs to reevaluate how they're doing things. And she has no clue about how she's doing things. She's the first time mom as well. So she might see him with the kid on live and things like that and feel like it's financial abuse. But in fact, it could be helping. So I feel like it's the blind leading the blind, though. They're
Okay.
young, and it's the blind leading the blind. So they're not really cooperating in a way that should be conducive. She's not doing everything right because she don't know what to do, and she's trying to figure it out. So she's using the standard what we should do, by the book, because she's literally holding a book. She's trying to be by the book in some type of way in her mind that makes sense, but it doesn't make sense. and is not fixing any problems. Like, for instance, they are both Halo's parents,
Right.
right?
Right.
So they're not in court. They don't have a judge telling them, you see Halo these days, you see Halo these days. They don't have that. They are freelancing 50-50 parenting, right?
Right.
But they don't know what the fuck they're doing, and she don't know what the fuck she's doing. So with that, when she talks about financial abuse, she feel like it's financially abusive on her kid, but in fact it helps the conglomerate, and if they were actually co-parenting the right way, both of them have a little bit of extra in their pocket. Like, that's how I kind of feel about that. What you think?
I feel the same way. Now that you explain it.
You feel the same way?
Yeah. Now that you explain it to me.
Mm-hmm. I kind of feel a way. I kind of feel like both of them don't know what they're doing. But isn't that what most parents do?
Yeah.
Most of these people don't know what they're doing. Shit, I'm a whole step parent and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Oh, you got step kids?
Yes, I have step babies, but I don't say step babies because they're my babies.
Yeah. Like, my mom always tell me that I don't got step siblings. I got sisters and brothers.
Hmm.
My mom always said, like, I don't got step sisters and brothers. I got sisters and brothers. They are my sisters and brothers, and I step nothing.
Yeah, but in the same token, you're still learning. Like, I came into their lives when they were 4. Now they're 9. And they've been with me. So I can understand when you're trying to figure shit out, right? You
Yeah.
know how you try to be by the book and this, that, and the third, keep a microscopic eye on them and stuff. Man, they turn 9. I don't even give a damn no more. Wash it. I don't
Right.
say wash
Make sure
it.
y'all get in the tub and stuff.
Like, I used to be so meticulous and things like that. But then as they got older, I'm like, well, they can do it on their own. So I kind of feel like Haley is one of those people who act like that too, who's like microscopic with her baby. And instead of listening to wisdom, she's probably listening to the voices in her head
Right,
that's
the
telling
judge.
her that DDG is doing something bad to her kid, and he's not.
Right, the judge told him, like, don't speak about her. But he said his mama and brother is coming out talking about her. Like, tell them shut up. They're making your case bad in the court of law. She
Mm-hmm.
already went to court. They're making your case bad. Tell them to shut up.
Mm.
Cause you don't see Haley. I mean, what's her name? Chloe out here saying nothing. Her family not saying nothing.
Man, Chloe getting her back blown out by Burner Boy.
They still together. They still together.
I don't know. I hope she's still. Man, do that for the team because that was supposed to be my old young man. You know?
Oh, not your old, young old man.
That was supposed to be mine. And so I let her have him for a time. So I feel like, she should be having fun with him.
Girl, they both cancers. And they both crybabies. Oh hell no, can't deal. What's your sign?
I'm a whole Gemini.
Oh, that's why we get along.
Of
Okay,
course. I got a lot of Virgo friends.
when your birthday?
May 21st.
Okay, I
It's
gotta
the
make sure.
first day of Gemini.
Okay, I gotta make sure I put this in the calendar so I could be here and
Mm-hmm.
tell you happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. Because I'm going to be on here on my birthday.
Yep, I'm Bill here. I'm putting it in my calendar right now.
Oh, shit. Thank you. Thank you. But look, we've been on here for a whole hour, right?
Okay. Yes,
So
ma'am.
we going to do this shit again tomorrow.
Okay.
But I'm just mad that stuff. I mean, whole time I had to do it like this, but I'm just mad that StreamYard is not trying to let me be great. So I'm gonna do this again tomorrow, and I'm gonna see if your picture show up. If you want to come up on the panel, or if anyone else want to come up on the panel, I don't bite. You know, hey, we just having a conversation.
Girl, trust me, I already know you don't bite.
But I bite for you though. I bite them hoes for you though. But yeah.
Thank you for that.
But yeah, but girl, we all good, girl. We gonna be back tomorrow. We gotta get some sleep because I gotta be up at like 6. I should be up at 5:30, but I pushed it at 6.
Please don't get up late.
No, I'm not gonna get up late, girl. I'll be at work.
Okay.
But I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow.
See you
And love
tomorrow.
y'all for real. Be safe. Keep your head on the swivel. And let's do this again.
See you tomorrow.
All right, girl. And thank you
Bye.
so much for joining my panel.
You're welcome. Good night.
Good night.